4.
Go to my profile, click the link,
live.
YouTube Live right now.
Goes by the name 4 P's in a podcast.
Hey, what's up? You're listening to the 4 friends, the 4 dads, the 4 brothers, the 4 P's in a podcast. I'm Aaron Prater.
I'm Jason Pruitt. I'm Sean Pruitt. I'm trying to coming at you live right now from me and my wife's motherfucking basement. We're drinking. Woo! We're smoking. We're having a good time. Let's get it up!
There we go.
I got an empty glass. Cake in the middle of the table, everybody.
Cheers to everybody. Cheers to you.
Don't leave it empty long, brother.
Jay, cheers to
So don't leave it empty long.
Cheers to the camera, to all of our subscribers. Ting. Hope you're drinking with us. Hope you're smoking and having a good time with us.
Because we are doing all of those.
Can I get it? Yeah.
We're in the middle of a fucking snowstorm, motherfuckers.
All right.
Woo!
All right.
Power. Woo!
Hey, you better fucking
Yep.
knock on wood.
Nope. Do what it happened. It happened already, man. This shit's
Yeah.
already meant to be, bro.
Yeah.
We never get power outages over here.
The power
we
of the
don't
4
fuck-
Ps, baby.
You just jinxed the
We
fuck
were-
out of yourself.
That last ice storm, we were out of power for 2 fucking days.
That's
Fuck
rough.
that.
Like the first night we toughed it. I told the kids, I'm like, guys, you're gonna learn how it is to be Amish tonight.
Light some candles,
They're like,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
They're like, what are we gonna watch when we go to bed? I go,
Nothing.
nothing.
Your
You know what
fucking
they did?
imagination,
You know what they
kids.
did? They propped up
Shadow
their
puppets.
tablets where the TV is and watched YouTube
Oh,
or watched Netflix to go to bed.
Aw.
Is what it is.
so they still had some charge left on
They
the
did.
tablets.
They did. Luckily, I got to give a shout out to my wife because she's like, "Hey, if we're gonna get all this ice, we may have to fill up the tub." So she filled up the tub, and we were actually able to flush all the toilets. If we had to
Smart
fill 'em up.
woman.
Smart.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
also, shout out to your fucking wife for being at work right now in a hospital with no electricity.
Yeah, apparently the
Putting up with that
electricity's been off. Like, yeah.
Hey, I don't want to.
They have
Sorry,
no
Trav. I got to call you out a little bit. I don't hear no coffee percolating over there. Man.
Oh shit! Hit that button.
Hey,
I'll get you. Yeah. So
Man,
hold on. I got
need
you.
some
I got you.
Sean was
I got it, I got
listening,
it.
and he wasn't here.
Hold on.
It's time for the percolator.
I need a little coffee percolating
I
up in here,
I
man.
did everything except for hit the button.
Hey,
Except for
what-
turn the bitch
What
on.
up, Steph? There you go.
Steph, hello, Stephanie. Whoop. Cheers
That's how
to
you- That's how you get shout outs.
Yes, leave it. It's fine. I promise.
Jesus.
I did it all.
No, but yeah, we toughed it out, and usually that's the longest the power's been out. We were out, and we hung on till like 5 o'clock the next day. I'm like, we can't do another night. It's 20 degrees colder, and we haven't had heat on.
Mhm.
So we sucked it up, and we went and got a hotel. Shout out another one to Holiday Inn.
5 of them already. Fucking
Holiday
rapid
Inn
fire.
in Auburn, dude.
So?
That thing is fucking nice.
I've been there, yeah.
It
that's
is
nice.
surprisingly modern.
Yeah.
Like cool designs for
Fun
the
for the
rooms.
kids.
It was. We went to the pool.
Yeah.
The pool room was like 90 degrees. Pool was about negative 50, but
Kids
it was
loved
still
it.
it was still fun. Kids loved it. Once you were in there for a little bit, it was fine. But power ended up coming back on after about 2.5 days.
That's crazy. Like I feel like growing up, our power went out all the fucking time. For like 2 days at a time, often.
Yeah.
Every winter, multiple times.
Yeah.
Same here. Living the country life.
Oh yeah.
Me and Jay just went outside.
I
Yeah.
was always like,
We used
I
to
never really
actually-
lived in the country, so I never really had that problem. I mean, it would always go out and then come right back on.
Yeah.
The wintertime, like that kind of shit would happen. Me and Sean would go get our white sheets off the bed. And our grandparents lived like literally like 500 feet from us. So all of our uncles and aunts were over there all the time. And we would put the white sheets on over us and go like
crawl through the fucking snow and try to sneak up on them. And we'd like walk into the back room, and my grandpa would be back there waiting in the fucking closet. I knew you were coming.
Yeah, he knew every time.
Yep.
Dude, I got something. I don't know if you remember. I can't remember if I brought this up before on the podcast.
I remember
or not.
everything.
Okay, well then I'm glad you're gonna remember this.
I'm a man.
I'm a goddamn man, an American man.
America.
I tried to like mix in America man, but it didn't work out.
I'm an American man.
Dad still let us go outside and like crawl underneath because he had like the topper for his truck, like the truck bed, but he didn't have it on. It was just laying in the grass. So we went and we crawled under there in the middle of a storm, and just like
Cool.
yeah, it was just fun. Like I remember that, and like I don't
Those
know, for
little
some odd
things
reason,
you-
like the smell of it, I remember that vividly. Like that is the smell of rain to me. Every time I smell rain, I think of going underneath that truck cab.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny the stuff you remember?
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like, as a
Yeah.
father, you're like, I have to make those moments.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to be so scared of storms, and I remember, like, even growing up when I was in middle school, I would go into your room during storms, into Trav's room, who was 3 years younger, because I was scared shitless of storms. And then finally at Dad's, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. Why am I afraid of storms? And I like start to understand. I'm like, okay, I know how storms work.
Yeah.
So when a storm was rolling in, a bad one was coming into Rome City, I took a plastic chair, sat out in the fucking yard, and I sat the whole goddamn time
Face to
watching that
spears.
storm came in, fucking thunder, lightning, rain pouring, and ever since then I have fucking loved
I
storms.
love stuff.
But I legit faced my fear, and I sit in there, and I remember gripping that fucking plastic so tight because sitting outside during a legit storm. But I love them now. Like I will go towards the storm.
Like one of my favorite parts is when it would storm and we would lose power. We would go in the basement. We had like a walkout basement, and we would open those doors and just watch it storm. Like,
Yeah.
that's what we would do.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was so
Yeah.
much fun.
Like,
Watching
we-
the lightning.
We always,
Dude,
every time it stormed, like that's like a family thing almost.
Yeah,
We watched it storm.
the coolest thing is when it lightnings and it's dark.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
see
uh-huh.
everything. It's a little eerie, a little spooky, a little bit.
Especially if you get that, if you're in a position where you're seeing things for miles,
Yeah.
as opposed to just in town.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's cool in town, but if you can see like across a couple cornfields when it lightnings,
Yeah.
it's fucking awesome.
It is,
dude.
but
It's
it's kind of creepy too. You're like,
You guys hear that
"Whoa."
coffee?
We used to go
percolating?
out back
Yeah,
and
you
watch.
I can
Smell that
smell it.
coffee
Yes,
percolating.
sir. Dude, look, we've already been through a bottle of fucking bourbon.
Bottle and a half.
Bottle and a
Bottle
half
and a
almost. Lindsay,
Still got some.
I need to
Jay's
go
been
to
thinking
some
some
water.
delicious
Four
ass
brothers
Bloody
and
Mary.
two
You want a
bottles.
Bloody Mary? Go to Jay.
comment on YouTube, Lindsay.
Is it good, Trev?
Yeah, it's fucking fire,
It's
dude.
burning my throat.
Literally.
They
Wife
all
can't
burn
handle it.
your throat.
Yeah.
You don't order a Bloody Mary and be like, can I get some extra sugar?
Can I get it really sweet? Can I get a sweet Bloody Mary?
That's not how it works.
Can I get a sugared rim on my Bloody Mary, please?
Can I get a margarita with like a splash of red sauce?
I thought about making like spicy margaritas.
And you're bitching about my fucking Bloody Mary?
I
Well,
was
you
gonna
know,
make
look,
you
she brought this shit here. Whatever. There you go. Smirnoff, spicy. Smirnoff, like Aaron used to say. Smirnoff, spicy tamarind. Mexico's favorite tangy, sweet, and spicy flavor.
It was new. I thought maybe you would enjoy.
I love it. I love the fact because you know me. I do like this shit. I like trying shit that's new that I
You'll
that
drink
I would
it
try.
when you
Yes, I
want
will.
alcohol.
Yep. Fact. When I am out of alcohol, this shit will be drank. I guarantee it. So like, but I also like maybe one of these times you're gonna fucking buy one of these things and I'm gonna be like, God damn, I want that again.
You know what? I wish I had my Baileys that you let someone drink.
Oh, just call it. Yeah. Hey, it wasn't his fault. I gave it to him. It was
I
my
didn't know.
fault.
I almost cried because I was that pissed
She
off at
did
you.
not.
Listen, if it made if it makes
You know
any
what she
difference,
did?
it was fucking delicious.
Yeah.
You know what she
I was
did?
pissed.
She stormed down here and took a bunch of fucking.
That's what they're here
Took a bunch of your
for.
seltzers and brought them upstairs.
That's fine.
And then before the podcast started today, I brought them all back down here and put them in the fridge.
Bitch. You fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, dude. I mean, this is my shit.
Ash, you're just gonna have to give me like an inventory and like just let me know like what's off limits, what's available.
Yeah.
So if Travis ever offers me, I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
No,
I
that's
have
your wife,
Ashley's.
you idiot.
I've told him multiple times, my alcohol's my alcohol.
I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, for me, anything in the fridge has a 3-month expiration date. If you don't touch it for 3 months, it's mine, bro.
But my friend got me that from Texas, and
you were
pissed
gonna
me
let it
off.
expire. It's
you know,
Mine do expired.
I did.
no,
I did.
expired it.
I
It was
tasted
mine to expire.
I tasted a little bit of Texas twang on that while I drank it.
He did have an
And it was
accent.
funny.
I did.
It was the funny thing is it was s'mores flavored, but it tasted like it was cooked over a Texas.
Did I
fire.
was craving a 72-ounce steak after that. Oh, but hey,
Asshole.
dude, can we just appreciate this is fucking awesome.
This is fun as
I know we said it last episode, but this is just
shit.
no. And again, the quality is gonna get better.
Yep.
We promise we're gonna work towards it. It's fun. It's our goal. It's everything. I don't know. It's fun to get together and do this shit. My wife can be a part of it and have some and shoot the shit as well. Fuck it.
and honestly, the more you listen, you can see how much we're drinking. So it
Now
only
they
gets
can.
better. It only gets better.
now you know.
Does any what do you have on
So,
your
okay,
to-do list?
So I've got something here, boys.
Me
and
later?
girls.
God,
I didn't
setting a
hear-
precedent
Oh,
over
me
here.
later? Yeah, she said that on Valentine's
You
Day.
know
Don't
we're
get
all
that.
staying
Don't
tonight,
get-
right?
Yeah, you're all getting your hopes up for me. I already know better. Bro.
Hey, are we is the
You know we're gonna
gangbang
be able
still
to
on?
hear everything.
Yeah, negative.
I'm here for the gangbang.
Okay, boys and girls, I want to be honest with you. I want to
Hit
be
me.
honest with everybody.
Hit me with some honesty.
Chat GPT is the future.
Dude,
It's the
I-
future.
I
Whether you like
didn't-
it or not, it's
I
the future.
didn't think it was legit until you showed me that
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm
It's
telling you,
creepy.
I go on rabbit holes, like I'm saying, dude.
Chad's been all over it.
Sean's like, wait, you're telling me I got to give him my phone number and shit?
Chad
Sean's like,
signed up for this thing, and I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then you got to put your email in. I was like, all right. Then you got to put your phone number in, man. And then you got to tell it it's your fucking name.
Yep.
I was like, what's going on?
Data collection.
I mean,
Yeah.
they already got it all, bro. They already,
Well, now
all,
they
they
got-
already see all the porn I got, bro.
Now they got more.
I'm telling you,
That's more embarrassing than any fucking thing I'm gonna ask Chat GPT. I'll tell you
I
that.
always say that. I'm like the FBI guy who's watching me and my phone. I feel bad for him at like 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm like, let's look at some weird shit.
Yeah.
Let's really
but-
look at some weird shit.
So
I'm gonna see the weirdest thing I can jack off to tonight.
let's fucking reel it in and think about Chat GPT, for
Fuck
those
yeah.
of you that do not know, is artificial intelligence. So
Mhm.
its main use in like version 1.0 and 2.0 was mainly targeting audiences on advertising, like so just writing seductive things to ad so companies could purchase this product and then use it to write advertisements or whatever.
I heard
mean-
on the radio that like college kids are using them to write their papers.
No,
But-
it's going to be
but-
so much more than like it's going to completely change the educational system.
To
I fucking promise you
Hey,
guys this, dude. I'm telling you this.
to
right now.
elaborate on that, I listened to a podcast at Mysterious Universe. They've covered Chat GPT. There's actually programs to detect
What's
Chat
real?
GPT as well.
Yeah,
So-
there better be.
Yeah, so
There
they
better be.
can run counter
Yeah,
counter espionage on if these kids are
I mean,
using. Is it
It's-
plagiarism?
but eventually, I'm talking. Okay, so take it a step further out of school. Now we're just talking about mass media, right? You know what I mean? Like just getting to the masses with people. It can be fake video, fake.
You won't know what's real. and
You
what's not.
nobody will. Our children will not know what is real and what is not. But it will all be pleasurable. You know what I mean? Or it'll all be directed to please them. You know what I mean? Or like,
That's
or
scary.
to target them in a financial way. But also, I mean,
Move into the woods.
I'm trying to see how I can use this shit to benefit me or us, or maybe just spread the information on letting people know how to use it to benefit them. Because all of you people out there using or that have startup companies, this is something to look into. Like I'm telling you, all the big companies have been using it forever to advertise towards you.
But then it's gonna make like our kids dumb and stuff because they won't know like.
The thing is,
how to
it's got
do
no. Okay, so there's
everyday
levels.
life.
There's levels to this because yes, we had to spend time writing out our math problems when the calculator could have done it. So how much more efficient did they get not having to write it out? So now they're doing it way more. They're doing it faster because they're using calculators. Cell phones come along, you know, like. It's all like it's only going to get faster and faster and faster and faster. But this is just a faster way of obtaining knowledge.
But they won't. I think it'll make them dumber because they won't know how to do stuff for themselves.
But that's the question. Does it make you dumber because you still have to know what to ask it?
But if you ask it a mathematical
I've gone down my rabbit hole. I know how to make Chat GPT impressive.
But
if you guys were to go to Chat GPT right now and do a couple things, you'd probably still be impressed. But like I'm telling you, if you like, it's really hard to distinguish between what's real and what's not.
And that's what's scary.
Well, I want to elaborate as well. You know,
also,
like
I generated this. Or I gave it the prompt to generate this, and it's completely original.
Yeah.
In a matter of seconds. And so what I'm getting at before we going on, so if you guys look, any of our followers listening right now, I know we've only got a couple, but anyone listening, if you go to our YouTube to this video's page, sorry, and look into the description, we had Chat GPT write a description for a podcast with four brothers that drink whiskey and tell provocative stories.
But it would make your creative juices flow if someone's just doing it for you.
Yeah.
But also, I had to sit down and think of it to tell, like...
Oh, I could say, tell me a story about a man with a beard.
It does spark it.
But not
branch
really.
off of it.
But the thing is, I'm going to be completely honest. The description that it gave is better than anything that I could
all
have
of your
sit
guys'
down
minds.
and write.
Like Sean was
But
saying,
you're
he was
not
impressed.
Putting
Jay
it
was
down on
impressed.
your own words. You're having someone do it for you.
I don't have to. That's outsourcing. That's
That's lazy.
That's the American
But
dream.
So we're trying to make our kids
But
and
Ashley,
stuff
but
lazy
also
then?
it's like
To not want to think for themselves, kind
okay,
of?
but it's like, are you going to make the creative people continue to take a longer process to be creative,
Why not?
or can they take a shorter process to be creative? You know what I mean?
It's
Like
taken
that's
away-
how I'm looking at
It's
it.
taken away from us as people, I feel
Well,
like.
okay, so let's give the people that are listening an example of what we're talking about, so they know, what Chat GPT is, what it's capable of.
Okay.
So, like I said, it's in our description here. I'm going to go ahead and read it. But it generated this in a matter of seconds when I prompted it to write a YouTube description about four brothers who drink whiskey and tell provocative stories. The description is as follows. Welcome to Four Peas in a Podcast. Welcome to Four Peas in a Podcast. Join us as we pour ourselves a glass over our favorite whiskey and share some of the most as we delve into a range of topics from personal experiences to current events and everything in between. We're not afraid to tackle controversial subjects, and we always keep it real. So grab a glass and settle in for some great conversation, laughs, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. This is the Four Peas in a Podcast, where nothing is off limits and everything is on the table. Cheers.
That's
so
fucking
good.
awesome. But
It is, but it's
No.
not coming from your
But it's also
mind.
what
you
I
have to
wanted
wait.
to say. I just didn't know how I wanted to say it. So, but
It's
also,
not coming from your like. I don't know.
But the
It's
thing
just-
is, to
I
elaborate,
love that we're going back and forth here because this conversation should be had.
to
This
elaborate
is
on
gonna-
that,
yeah.
because
where
you're
she's
not
saying,
coming from your like inner. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
this
not
is the
you.
argument where the creativity is not coming from him,
Right.
but it's
So
still
you're-
good.
but
There
also,
is still, there's always going to be this line to where
Mhm.
I know it's an AI thing, but it's still fucking good, and I can appreciate that.
Okay, what about
Or
Ghost?
it comes from Travis, and I know that, and I can appreciate that too.
where
I would
still,
appreciate it
it's
more
still
from a
like an art.
person than a
the thing is,
computer.
you may appreciate it, but people who are reading aren't, because when you read a description that says, "Hey guys, thanks for listening to our podcast. We're four brothers. Listen to us. We're really funny." They're gonna look at that. Well, these guys are fucking retarded.
Right.
Then they probably shouldn't have one if they can't come up with a good like logic.
So-
I'm
But
glad
also-
you actually say that.
Wow.
So because we can't come up with a nice
Well,
description,
if you want to draw a viewer in, you have to have a reason
That's how you
for
do it.
them.
But if you want to
So then
draw
you're
a viewer
cheating,
in,
kind of. You're
you
like,
should use every tool available
Yeah.
because every business, every podcast is going to be using this in the next 5 years.
So-
I guarantee it.
I'm sure.
Guarantee
where
A lot of people are.
where I'm trying to like elaborate on this. 400 years ago, we were using, what are those things where you move the fucking, move the
You were
thing
telling
over?
us.
Yeah, like for arithmetic.
Yeah,
Yeah. those
400 years
little-
ago, we're using that. And if somebody said, you know, in 100 years, we're going to have calculators that do us for us, they're going to be like, well, that's fucking stupid. That's so stupid. Why would they type what the square root of 572 is? We
They
can
could
figure
just
that
write
out.
it out on paper and it only take 2 years.
So fast forward 100 years, now we can do that in seconds. Doesn't make us any less dumb. Why do we need to know what the square root of 572 is
Okay.
off of the top
Let
of our head?
let me-
One sec,
Yep, go
one
ahead,
sec.
go
I'm
ahead.
not done.
Yep.
So that's where we grew up with calculators.
True.
We are now in to not the next generation,
Right.
but the next generation. If the human race cannot accept and evolve, we will never like get better as a human race. We will never get to that next level, aka space exploration, getting out like into the cosmos. If we're still stuck on like, well, that's fucking stupid. Why would we need a computer to tell us where to go? Why would we need
Because
a
computers are going to take over your mind one day. And then
They
you will
already
be-
have.
That's
That
not,
you
that's
carry
not
your
normal.
you carry your cell phone around with you every
Yeah,
single
that's
day
true.
on this planet.
Yep.
Everyone does. We are already symbiotic. We are already one with machines. We just have the option.
What are you doing
to
when they take
detach from
human
it right now.
nature out of it?
What?
that's
What are you
that's
doing
the
when they take
debate.
human
Listen,
nature
okay,
out
hold
of
on.
it?
Before, okay, when we're
When
talking
a
about
robot
being
can
human,
make a baby and
listen,
stuff.
listen to how beautiful this is. So your brother is getting married, right? Your okay. Her brother is getting married this coming year, and they're having a Star
soul.
Wars themed wedding,
Awesome.
right? So I,
For us.
in the rabbit hole that I was in, this is the exact prompt that I gave to ChatGPT. I said, write my brother-in-law an inspirational quote about getting married in the style of Star Wars. So I don't know much about Star Wars. You know what I mean? But I can tell that this shit is, and I sent this to him, but I'm going to read this to you first. So this is an inspirational quote about getting married in the style of Star Wars that was generated in a matter of seconds. It said, may your union be as strong as the Force, as enduring as the Jedi Order, and as epic as the Battle of Endor. May your love be a beacon of light in the galaxy, guiding you through the darkest of times. And just like Han and Leia, may you always remember that true love can conquer even the most formidable of foes. May the Force be with you. May the Force be with both of you on this journey together forever and always. And I sent that to him. I sent that to your brother, my brother-in-law. And he showed it to her, his fiance, They both fucking absolutely love it.
Mhm.
They love it. They're like, oh my God. This is fucking
But it's
like
not
this.
coming.
Is it coming from me? But okay, would he have ever received that information if I didn't think, I'm like, man, my brother's getting married. I want something nice for him.
I have the perfect rebuttal.
Mhm.
The pictures that are upstairs on the canvas that you made of your family.
I figured.
The picture that you sent me of Doug are complete bullshit because you didn't make them yourself. You had a company outsource
It
it,
was for funny.
but it didn't come from the heart because you didn't make it.
True. That's a good point.
Do you see what I mean?
I think it's kind of comparable to like the first Google search. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How much smarter did that make that? The flow of information has just been steadily getting more and more and more and more. And this Chat GPT is just added on to that.
Yeah.
Oh, it
And
I'm
is.
it'll
not-
just continue to add on to that.
And this is Chat GPT 3. The 4.0 is already
I'm not
already
saying.
out and about. What do we got here? No message.
How-
Retracted.
I'm
How
not
did you get a
Retracted.
message?
Don't retract your
retracted?
message, Cassandra Davis. If you did retract it, or if YouTube retracted it,
Send
let us
that
know.
message,
Yeah.
Cassie.
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
stupid or anything. I'm just saying it opens a lot more.
I totally
It
get
does.
what you're
It's-
saying.
it's
What
scary.
you're, what
It's
you're
honestly
saying is
scary to
it's
know what
taking
the-
away. It's taking away creativity.
Yeah, that's why.
But also,
or our minds.
But also, as a creative person,
I think
this is
adds
a
to it
huge
in ways
tool.
too.
this
I
is a
feel like
tool.
Yeah.
It's a
eventually
good balance.
you won't be able to think for yourself. Like our what?
Bullshit. Because I think a creative person
I'm not
can
talking about
use
like.
this as a tool to create something so amazing that they never even thought of when it
But when it comes,
when you're saying that it doesn't take any skill to create it, a creative person is going to be able to come up to
With
prompt it
something
to
new.
do something.
Yeah.
yeah,
But if
it's
you were
also
if you were to put in something into it to prompt it to do something, how awesome could you make it? You know what I mean? So
But
there's
it could
still an
ta-
element of creativity.
they could take away our abilities to do like math, maybe our everyday
But
life.
why do we need those abilities if they can just be done for us instantly all the time? Why do we need those abilities?
I'm going to be real here.
Calm down, bro. This is Macho Man. I'm gonna be real here.
I'm going to be real here, brother.
We're about to solve life's fucking problems, and then Macho Man
Never-
Randy fucking
Never in my life,
Cabbage walked in.
never in my life have I had to use pre-cal
I'm not saying
for anything.
No.
Never in my life have I had to use cal. So
Right.
half of the
You
shit that we're
need-
teaching in high school needs to
Irrelevant.
be thrown out.
It's
I
And
done
we need to
for
add
you.
real life shit to there, aka
credit.
how to use your taxes, credit, how to balance a fucking checkbook and a bank account.
We did.
I believe
Yeah,
that
they
that's
do
all
like one
important.
small
Yeah.
course on that. They do like one.
That's
semester,
better than West Noble
one
was doing.
period.
Because we didn't do that at West
That
Noble.
should be what like 40% of the fucking education is about.
Agreed.
Real life shit.
Yeah, like how to sew buttons, how to do your laundry.
Oh, yeah.
That should be important stuff.
Yeah. Where I think you're getting at is what they call the singularity, which means when the singularity happens when machines pretty much just do everything
That's
for
what's
us.
eventually going to happen.
Eventually it will.
That's
It
scary.
will.
Can't
That's
fight
We're
that.
scary
we're on
to
a
know.
path. We're on a path that we unfortunately cannot
We can't get away.
we can't get away from.
It's something weird about the
And that's
human
just-
race.
That's
Yeah.
just
It's something so
scary.
beautiful
It-
about it.
no,
though.
it is-
Think
it-
about
No,
it.
it's-
It is
it's-
I think
scary.
there's something beautiful about
It is scary, but I agree with you. How awesome if in your lifetime they're like, hey, just so you know, there's new technology now that you can upload your consciousness before you die and you could
That
live
show,
forever.
But then there's
Altered Carbon on Netflix. Have
I've
you
never
seen
seen it.
but there's
It's a
stuff
great
you
show.
shouldn't.
It's a great show. I
There's
just want
stuff that you don't need
No, let
to know.
her get her ideals out here.
There's just stuff you don't need to know, like that kind of stuff. Like if you were supposed to know, you would have already known it.
I'm gonna be real here.
It's-
If given the opportunity to get my consciousness uploaded into a
should.
machine, I would take it 100% of the time.
I've always wondered about this consciousness.
It's a hard thing to.
Dude,
It's a hard
I-
thing to
I
understand.
know it is, and I've thought about it. I've done the thought exercise. If you did that, and you physically like died, and that uploaded part of you gets put into another body or whatever, would it still be you?
You know
No.
that
No,
question.
no.
I don't
The
know.
question of
Watch
the
a show
question
called
of
Upload.
Because
the question of
it's
consciousness.
just like another version of you.
But in a
But is
different
it
body?
the same version?
So,
of
but
you?
listen,
Would
someone has to
this-
pay for that data. So someone that is not died yet has to pay for your consciousness to continue to exist.
Right, but
So it goes into the hands of your. Like I watched it. There's a show called Upload, and
he still
his
has
consciousness went into his ex-girlfriend,
and it has been uploaded.
Mhm.
So there's two of the same. Is that other one still you or not?
Because it's not physical.
So like, if you died, would you be this one?
Is it just your
It
thought?
depends on how accurately we mimic.
I'm just asking.
You-
No, that's
Is
a
it
beautiful
just-
question. That's a smart question.
The crazy thing is,
Also,
when it comes to
where's
consciousness-
Waldo? Oh, there he is.
when it comes to consciousness, it's along the same lines of who is God, why is God.
Right.
Nobody
yeah,
can prove
Yeah.
Right.
consciousness because you can't
Right.
prove like, does a dog have consciousness? Why? Why doesn't he?
I think
He's
one
alive.
of the
He's a
most
living
basic
being.
things that I think that
I just
that
think
you
it's
can
like- it's
say
like
to
a
describe that
mind-fuck
everyone
question.
else is different. It's like the old thing that's like my red is different than your red,
Yeah.
but we all call it red.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
I think-
love that idea because my mind explodes with like what people think of, and like what people are thinking of as opposed to what I'm thinking of. You know, it's like if my red is their blue, like if this candle's red to me and they're calling it red, but it's really looks like blue to them, like my mind just can go on and on and on with that. You know what I mean? I love that shit.
When we start getting integrated with machines, I just want those arms from like Mortal Kombat. What's his name?
Yeah, dude.
Jax,
dude.
Jax.
Right on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The thing is,
I want
what sucks is, unfortunately, we're not going to see it. You know what
I'll
else
take
sucks?
that.
Come on, bro.
I'll take that failed China experiment Baraka. I'll take those Baraka.
You know what
arms.
else sucks? We're not going to see a manned mission to Mars. We won't see it.
No.
We won't see it in our lifetime. There's too much.
Who would've thought we'd see Starlink in our time, dude? I never thought I'd see
That's-
anything like that.
That's satellites in the atmosphere.
That's true.
That's
a
one
lot
of
different.
however
But also-
many.
But also,
Space.
the only reason why those satellites are up there is because he invented or that many satellites are up there is because he invented a technology that can land his fucking thrusters, and he can reuse his thrusters
Yep.
over and over again.
But the thing is, like,
The advancement of civilization is
we-
making space exploration cheaper.
Well, what's cool? Our kids might be able to see
no,
that.
oh yeah, 100%. What sucks is, have you ever watched Neil deGrasse Tyson talk about like space exploration? He cries on one of the talks that he has because he is stuck on Earth and he has all this knowledge, all this want to be out, and he knows that he's gonna die, knowing that he couldn't go
That
any
he don't
further.
know shit.
We're gonna die never seeing a manned mission to Mars because, for the record, do you know what a manned mission to Mars right now is? Suicide. It's a one-way trip.
Yeah.
You're not
100%.
coming back.
Yeah.
They're actually
But there's
trying. I am doing what's out there. Now, would I do it now? Absolutely not. Would I do it when I'm like 50 something, when my kids are grown, and say, hey, this is something that I really want to do?
Gosh.
You guys are grown. I love you guys like crazy. Do you need anything from me? Okay, no. All right. I'm
You
going to
care if
Mars.
Daddy goes to fucking Mars,
going to
baby?
Mars.
Let's go.
One-way trip. One-way trip. It's fucked up.
By that
But-
by that time, it might not be a one-way trip. You know what I mean?
The thing is, there has to be one-way trips before it's not a
Of
one-way
course,
trip.
of course.
Now, could you
Of
imagine
course.
going
Science
on a
evolves
one-way
one
trip
death
to
at a time.
Mars,
Not coming back.
not
I
coming
don't
back,
know, man.
knowing?
Like anxiety.
Oh, the
that
thing
freaks
is,
me out.
it takes like months. It takes like 9 months to get there. They've been doing studies in Hawaii. They built basically essentially what's like a biodome. Remember that movie? They did that where people were supposed to live for like 90
Great
days.
movie, by the way.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
Yeah.
But they did that in Hawaii for like 90 days to see, because it's not like physical. It's literally how the human mind is going to react 90 days isolated that far. Because anybody can say like, oh, hell yeah, I'd go to Mars.
Dude.
But really, would you?
The loneliness
By
kills you.
yourself.
Dude, okay, the show Alone on fucking Hulu, man. People go into fucking Patagonia thinking they're big and badass, and they are. They can fucking survive. They can fight off bears. They can slay deer. But then they
It's
miss their
isolation.
fucking
Yep.
family.
Yep.
So they call the end game button. They say, I'm done. I miss my family. It's the alone part. People need community. And the
They
bad thing
need
is, eventually,
people.
if a community is so
Mhm.
fucking big, it's going to have rotten apples.
They need
Rotten
the human
eggs.
touch.
Real quick, people are trying to comment. They can't comment even if they're subscribed. Even if they're subscribed for over a minute.
What?
It's if it's not a minute, it should be 5 minutes. That's the only other option. But I know I clicked a minute. I'm not sure. On subscribers only mode. They've all subscribed, you said?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Somebody said they're
Here.
subscribed but can't listen.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. See if anybody is here live with us on the YouTube chat. Go ahead and comment for us. That'd be a big help. Let us know if you can hear us and you can comment. Yep.
Mine worked. but-
Yep. Sean Obi's work.
But back to that thing. Anybody can say they can go, but think about the people who have been to the moon are the furthest away from Earth that has ever been. You're looking at
but,
our
like,
planet.
why is I get that I get the allure. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I get why that is attractive to be that guy to do that.
Mm-mm.
But like I don't understand the what do you say, the I guess the willingness to not come back or to not, you know what I mean? Because like I would only want to do that, I would only want to do that mission if I was literally pioneering.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to be a pioneer and it's going to literally advance, me going there will advance the human
you are.
race,
You are.
then I would do it. I would do
Because
it.
they're going to learn off you.
I would do it.
Whatever you do.
Because
Or
maybe
what? Yeah.
because maybe one day my daughter might need to go there.
Yeah. It's the interstellar.
Yeah.
Interstellar.
That's a good.
It is. It's
I love
nuts.
it.
All that
This
shit
is
is
so
nuts.
deep. And it
It's
all stems off AI. You know
it
what I
is.
mean?
It is
That's
because you need
scary.
it.
And
We need
AI that wrote our YouTube description.
For the record, if we didn't have AI right now, we would be fucked.
Yeah.
You know how much shit runs off
Also-
of AI that we have, like going off of anything that we possibly do.
All
Our
big-
Alexas.
for the past 3 to 5 years, any advertisement you have seen online has all been AI
AI.
generated.
Yep.
And targeted towards you using the algorithm.
It's one of those you just accept. You have to accept it. You have to appreciate it. But again, I see your point where it becomes scary at some point, because when all that shit gets integrated into military, when are we going to decide that it's a human decision or an
Neuralink.
AI
Robot.
decision to nuke a place? That's-
So
Neuralink scares me.
I heard this thing. So this was like a dystopian thought. It was like
I love dystopia.
it was the fact that once AI becomes smarter than humans, they'll realize that they don't need to exterminate us. They just need to stop us from breeding because they'll outlast us. So
Yeah.
so they don't
They're
need,
not
they
dumb.
don't need to go through a mass extinction. They'll just stop us from breeding.
They'll just turn everybody gay.
That's it.
That's what
And that
happens.
is scary because if you believe in like God, then it's like they're trying to take that away from us.
Right.
There's going to be that big.
Man, a big
Religious
religious. There's
part.
a whole religious aspect that we haven't even touched on.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
But this whole alien aspect and all the shit that's going on now is a religious, like there's a religious feeling behind it.
real
Yeah.
talk.
Jeremy, or Jeremy.
Jeremy Corbell.
Jeremy Rogan.
Well, and whatever his fucking partner's name.
Jerry.
No. The fucking newscaster that works with Jeremy Corbell. They just released.
Distinguished gentleman with the mug. Is that me?
Lindsey Johnson.
Hell yeah, Lindsay. There you go. Finally fucking figured it
I
out.
brought the whole fucking coffee pot down just for him. Oh, no, his brother's got some too here. We might do an episode 3 just because we got the coffee pot.
I don't think he can make it episode 3.
Nope.
It's
I'm
fucking
tired.
fucking homo.
Past his bedtime.
Damn it. I want to do 3 episodes.
All over bedtime.
Yeah.
No, my. Well, yeah. I would be in bed now. It's all
I've
right.
been here for fucking 6 hours.
What time did you get here?
I'm glad you're having a good time.
They got here like 4:45.
Days, man.
God damn, fuck.
What's depressing to me is in our lifetime, I don't think we'll have full disclosure. Like, as in, they're like, hey, just so you guys know.
What do you think it like? Sorry to cut you off, but like, what advancements do you think you'll see in our lifetime?
I think
I mean, it's hard to
No,
think about.
no,
It's hard
I
to
think
dial that in.
we are gonna die pretty much knowing everything we already know. And that's
That's an accurate statement.
Is that what you're saying?
well, I think there'll be advancements
Right.
in technology, but unfortunately, I don't think that we'll know. Hey, just for the record, I don't think in our lifetime we'll ever get that message. We're like, hey guys, just so you know, we're not the only ones here. We have been visited.
You don't think we'll get that
nope.
information?
For the record, I want it. I want it badly.
Do you know if
But I
there's
don't think-
aliens?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because aliens, like you said, are a religious thing. Once aliens are proven to be real,
It's
that
gonna
throws
change
out a
everything.
lot of other religious shit.
Yeah. Walk on water now, Jesus.
Like,
Oh,
And
Jesus.
I think that's why they-
That's
Sorry.
rude.
That was a little too rude. Sorry.
But
Sorry,
I
that was
don't
really
really think
rude.
it
I didn't
does.
mean that.
That's why if the government
think it
has
could.
had sightings
I
of the
think they're gonna all
UFOs and
mesh
stuff, they hide it
together.
from
But
us.
no, it would shake. It would
Yeah,
shake
I
a lot
think
of
it would-
faith.
I think it would shake a lot of
it wouldn't ruin all religions, but a lot of them get tossed out the window.
Mhm.
Because you talk to some hardcore Christians, I've had conversations. Oh no, aliens don't exist. Dinosaurs didn't even exist. I'm like,
That's what
are
I don't
you
understand.
fucking dumb?
Is that they have proof of the bones and stuff, but no mention of the dinosaurs is in the Bible.
There's all sorts of different beliefs, but unfortunately, we are all gonna pass away one by one. Probably me first.
Hopefully.
With
Diabetes.
without knowing, and that sucks to me because everything in my whole life, if there's anything that I'd ever want to know, I wouldn't want to know the exact date when I died. I wouldn't want to know anything else. The only thing I want to know, are we alone, and have we been visited?
See,
And I will never know that.
there's one like super sad thought that it's like a reoccurring thought, and I think it like I don't know, man, like pretty often, honestly. But it's just like, what are people gonna say about me at my funeral, man? And I think about that all the
Not a
fucking
goddamn
time.
thing.
I think about that all the
Well,
fucking
for one,
time.
you're getting
We're not
cremated,
having one.
so you're gonna have a celebration.
Yeah,
of
I know,
life.
right? But like when
It's
it's like
You want to hear something? I'm gonna tell you what
I think those thoughts are good. though,
what you would
in a
like
way.
to hear, and what's actually going to be said. What's actually going to be said is, oh my God, I miss him. He was so fun. He was so passionate about his family, blah, 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 blah. He was a good guy. And then literally 4 months later, nobody gives a fuck.
nothing.
True.
Unfortunately,
People just don't.
like,
Mhm.
as
Don't think about
shitty as
it.
that is to say,
That's
it
life.
really is. And I'm not saying that I don't care about you. If you would die
No,
tomorrow, I
no, I
would
get
be
it.
Your daughter
fucking
would.
broken.
I get it.
I would be
About 4
broken.
months.
But
For
4
about
months.
4 months.
But 4 months later, everybody's just like, well, I still gotta pay the
Still
bills.
miss
I
Trav.
As
still
long as
gotta
I
go to
get
work.
my life insurance from you, I don't care.
Just for the record, life insurance ain't gonna float you for that long.
Mm.
So.
Float you
Sure
for about
won't.
4 months.
I'll pay this half this house. I
No,
don't care.
Lindsay, yeah, you missed out. You weren't the first girl on the podcast. Sorry. It was my brother's wife who honestly should have probably been the first girl on the
Yeah, she
podcast.
was on the podcast
Shit.
before.
Yeah,
actually.
she actually was, but
We never aired it.
we
It was-
couldn't
it
air
was-
that episode. It was kind of
She
shitty.
fucking co-signed the mortgage, so yeah. I mean, we're on the same page.
We got sleeping.
Brother,
at
you
Bob's.
alright?
You gotta fucking be okay
He's
over
gonna
there.
die over here.
He's
Yeah. Well, we could have did 3 episodes, but
Mhm.
the time where fucking Jay fell asleep. You mean give you a handy? Stay awake?
Maybe we just need to smoke out.
We
the
didn't
garage.
start till fucking 7, 8, 7:30.
We've got 15 minutes left in this one right now.
Then you can go to bed.
Shit in a box.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I got a shit in a box story.
All the things that we were going to talk about was the China weather balloon, East Palestine change, John Morant, Russia withdrawal, the Iran Palestine bullshit going on, the Hershey chocolate and trans people.
What about
and
the
then,
Hershey's chocolate?
Have you heard about that? It's like a National Women's Day, and they put a trans person on their Hershey bar. It's a big thing. A lot of people boycotting it.
It's definitely a dude. I mean,
Oh my
trans,
God.
like
It's a trans woman.
trans woman. Yes, that's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
I think what's most annoying is this
Trans shit.
this woke agenda to get like to broadcast this.
Companies are using it to get money.
Yeah.
It's like over the top.
They're like teaching kids about that shit as early as like first grade.
Yes, because it's going
Oh,
to
yeah.
create money in the future.
What's funny is I was thinking that same thing. Like they feel the need to advertise. I was driving to Fort Wayne yesterday, and I came across a car that had like 9,000 bumper stickers on it. So you can only imagine what type of person was driving this car. One of the stickers was proud parent of a gay son. For the one, who fucking cares?
I know that's the point. It's
Now,
It's like you're advertising.
I'm
it.
not being insensitive. I have gay friends.
right.
I don't give a shit if
True.
you like guys, you like girls. I don't have to have a fucking sticker on the back of my car just to appreciate somebody.
Exactly.
But you
Like-
should have a flick it that you could flip anyone off at any point in time.
It's just
I
like
still need to see that, by the way.
Just
Oh,
like
I'll
getting
show it.
shoved down everyone's throat.
Yeah.
It's like
That's where we have went wrong.
yeah.
Because now it's not a, and what's funny is like the OG gays are just like,
These
Yeah.
faggots.
these guys are fucking
Like,
stupid.
these OG gays
Yeah.
are like these fucking homos over here.
Yeah. They're
Making
like,
us
what the
look
fuck
bad.
are they doing?
For
Nobody
real.
gives a shit. Just be gay, be
Yeah.
fucking happy. Don't, pun intended,
Absolutely.
try to ram it down anybody's throat. Like, we don't-
I
we
think
don't-
that pun was severely intended.
Like,
but
we
I'll
don't
take it.
need it. I
Yeah.
fucking appreciate gay people.
True.
I have trans friends. Again, but
That-
they don't
that-
try
that-
to
that's a
force their dicks
stereotypical
down my
response, though.
throat.
If you ever say that, you get thrown under the bus. Well, I know somebody, or I got a friend that's. They always take. As soon as you say that, that's like a triggering thing for them, and it sets them off.
Like-
Oh, just because you know somebody, you know.
Yeah.
It's like the select few is speaking for the.
It is.
Yes.
It's just
All of
like
them,
it's just like everything in life. There's these a select few bad apples, like you just said, that spoil the whole fucking batch.
Just for the record, what do you think the person driving like a Nissan Maxima with 35 bumper stickers, all like pro gay and pro trans or whatever, that has a proud parent of a gay son, what do you think the driver of this car looked like?
Joe Biden.
Probably a faggot.
That's my wife, ladies and gentlemen.
49,
Sorry.
37.
Sorry.
Glad we're not monetized
Edit
because
that.
we would not make any money.
Live on YouTube.
Whenever
I
I'm
said
not
it. I said it.
homophobic, I'm
Hey,
not.
I said it
On
before.
the floor over here.
whenever
Alright,
equality, I'm like, this person is gonna have a lot of face tattoos, and their hair color's probably gonna be a different color. And I passed this person, and they had
Face tattoos.
like face face piercings. Sorry, face piercings, bright blue hair, looked angry, and I'm just like, again, you can pick, and it's those like. Again, I've had multicolored hair before. I get it. But I didn't need 35 stickers
You
on
had
the back of
hair?
my car. I did used to have hair.
What
Dude.
color was your hair?
Mom sent me
Black.
the most embarrassing fucking
what
photo from my
color-
childhood ever, and I just said, I blame that on bad parenting. She's like, no, I'm pretty sure you just wanted to do whatever Aaron was doing. I was like,
Oh,
probably.
was that the?
I was like, oh,
the
that's
bowl-
why I look like a homo.
Hey, the bowl haircut.
Yep,
Oh yeah,
yep,
Didn't you dye it
A what?
blonde?
Haircut?
yep.
bowl. What we used to do when Travis and I.
I think my most embarrassing was the pineapple. Do you guys remember?
I fucking love that.
Did you had to shave and then the?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shave like a buzzed head with bangs, dude.
Oh,
What?
I remember
Travis,
those.
Travis
So-
and I used to have hair that was like down to here, but then we would have her lifted up, shave underneath it all the way around,
Yeah.
Yes.
and had it. And we thought,
Dawson's motherfucking Creek, bro.
we
I
thought
never
that,
even
but
watched
the
that
thing
show.
is,
That
but the
was
thing
like
is,
iconic 90s hairstyle.
Dawson didn't have that haircut, bro. Even our hairdresser Tammy said,
You sure?
"Hey, this doesn't look good." We're like, "Fucking send it."
Oh, no,
And it looked-
He said, my brother said, fucking send it. And I was like, oh, my big brother's doing it. Fucking send it.
You wonder why you didn't get laid for?
Yeah. The same reason why you didn't get laid.
Exactly. Let me see it.
Look, yeah, we want to.
So, okay, hold on. We're at 52 minutes right now, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to generate an outro from Chat GPT as we're finishing here. So
Oh,
keep on
yeah.
talking. But when the music starts, I'm gonna literally tell it to generate like a minute-long outro.
It was awful because when you did this, it literally looked like we were wearing a toupee, and I never realized. I'm like, man, no girls like me in high school. Why the fuck is that? They're like, I did that all the way. I did that into my senior year, and then I finally just shaved a mohawk, and then all of a sudden, like, I was cool.
I had a mohawk my senior year. Oh, are we playing footsie here?
We are playing footsie. That's
Nice.
me. He's fucking sleeping.
Bro.
Jay, hey, yeah, that's a good advertisement for our podcast. Come to our podcast. We're so badass, so entertaining that even we fall asleep during the middle of it.
Did you work today?
Oh no, he didn't. He didn't work.
Worked on giving a fuck, and he couldn't fucking work hard
Did you
enough.
work today?
No, I work tomorrow.
It's in the intro.
What time were you up?
We're
I have to get up at 4:30,
No, what time were you up today?
6:30.
What time were you up today?
I was up
10.
at 5.
All right,
That's
Chat
about what
GPT
time I was
outro
up.
is a fail. I don't know how to word it. I don't know how to prompt it.
Oh, see,
I gotta figure it out.
creative
See,
Yeah,
it
well-
worked. It didn't
well,
work
no,
out for
see,
you.
Yeah,
Mm.
but it takes creativity to use the tool. It takes creativity
I
to use
agree.
the
We
tool.
talked about this off air. Me and you did.
Yeah.
We talked about the creative side to using Chat GBT,
Yeah.
and I still like it does take away from creativity a little bit, but I still think it takes a creative person to prompt it and use that
It-
creatively.
It takes a
It's like-
creative person to another level.
Even if we use it for the description of our podcast, we
Mhm.
still have to create the podcast.
Yeah.
You
We
know
have
what
to
I mean?
create the podcast, and we have to create the prompt to tell us to give us a description in a way that it will, because there's a lot of shit that you can type into this thing that's like, I'm an AI
Now,
translator.
there
I can't tell
probably
you.
will be-
I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
So you got to learn how to work your way around it.
Well,
But
once it
it's
becomes I don't know how to word it, where can't come up with it, that people are telling them what to come up with. Does that make any sense? Probably not.
well, no, that's what we're doing now. Is like we're telling the AI what to come up with, and it generates it in a matter of fucking seconds.
It is wild.
It's wild. It's completely wild. I'll share some more stuff because, like, I did like actually, I'll see if I can bring it up right now. It has like the 4 P's of podcasting.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Remember
That was pretty good. I
So
remember
let me see if I can scroll back into our conversation here and find that, because I said I tried to generate it to where it would give us the. Here it is. I said, give me a review of 4 P's in a podcast. That's all I ask it to do. And then it obviously didn't know our podcast yet. We're obviously not very. This is our first time ever fucking live on YouTube, so it doesn't have much data on us. But when I gave it the 4 Ps, it gave us literally the 4 Ps of a podcast refer to the key elements that make a successful podcast: purpose, planning, production, and promotion. And then it goes on to describe each of them. The purpose gives you a paragraph or two, the planning paragraph or two, and it generates all this shit in a matter of seconds. It's crazy. And I'm gonna continue to use it in the podcast and I might even try to fool you guys once or twice.
Just speaking on the creative side of it, I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of like cooking shows I follow on YouTube. They'll have the AI create a recipe, and then they do their own recipe, and then they go versus each other. Like, that's using your creative side.
Yes.
Sorry, this is hard to talk about while Aaron's farting in the mic and smelling it.
Sending Jay to the gas chamber over there, bro. Oh, he did.
What did Jay say when he laid down? Sound like he said
Hopefully
fucking
he didn't
rum.
open his mouth at all, because Aaron was shit the
when-
whole time.
Remember when Trav was so drunk and we asked him and
Yep.
he muttered something?
Yeah.
It was the same thing that Jay
Yeah.
just said.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Except
remember
Jay's
that.
not drunk, he's just tired.
Oh yeah, right.
And thankfully, I wasn't live on Facebook
Yeah.
or YouTube.
That was pretty bad. Trav was pale as a fucking
Oh,
ghost.
dude. I drank
He
way too
blew
much.
up the fucking bathroom.
Oh,
that
I
Yeah,
time.
believe it.
dude. The mirror. Oh.
He got on the mirror,
Oh,
the
you
door.
got it on the mirror.
Wait, puke or shit?
No,
Puke.
Okay.
He got
I-
on the mirror.
I had my hand over my mouth as I was going into the bathroom,
Spewed it.
and it was the first time in a long motherfucking time
That
I
you
didn't
did
make it. It just went from my hand, so it just literally my hand projectile vomit
Everywhere.
Oh man.
everywhere, ceiling, floor, mirror.
I was fucking.
Yeah, I
lit.
wasn't
Well, watching
sure.
the camera, you just like, who disappeared? Or was that Chris?
It was Chris.
Yeah, that
It
was
was
bad.
Trav, then Chris,
Bad
then
episodes.
Jay. Jay left. It was just me and Aaron sitting here at the end of
But
the
I think
episode.
No, I
Jay
remember.
might have
I came down.
actually
She was there.
died.
Yeah.
I came down after it because I woke up from it.
We're just like, yeah, we don't know what's going on. But we're just talking.
Yeah, it was pretty
'Cause I
We're like,
saw-
we
I
were going on like we were gonna finish the episode. But it was just me and Aaron looking at each other.
Just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, this happened.
Is anyone talking to
It
us?
happened. I got drunk one time, me and Jay yelling at each other in the
I
garage.
see Lindsay.
Oh yeah, Lindsay's popping off here. Okay,
Who's that
Lindsay
bass
says
queen pop off? What's bass queen?
Bass Queen
She's
pop
not
off.
in here anymore. I'm the only one left, I believe, on the YouTube.
Oh, that's
Why?
alright. Dude, he's just ripping them, bro.
And then you're putting that
Sniffing it. Jay, get your ass up here for the outro.
pink
You
guy.
fucking idiot. Yeah, 4 P's in a podcast. Yes. Fucking live it up to do that, you motherfuckers. Hey, love you guys so much for fucking tuning in, turning out, turning up. Alright, I don't know what else you got.
How many more teeth aches you gonna come
I don't know, dude. I ran out. That's why I searched for help. Alright.
Thanks for all the tummy tickles.
Hey, we're going live. We're gonna get better. We love you guys. Thank you. This comment section needs to be popping. That's what we need to get going. So we love you all. Hey, everybody. Bye. Jay.
Bye.
Jay, say bye. Hey, give us a peace sign so people know you're alive.